The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run here with McFarland. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
All I remember from my experience as a defender, when the big fella gets the football, you've got to get on him early before he gets a chance to get up ahead of steam, because once he does that, he's going to leave a lot of tacklers in his wake.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Devin McCourty on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll set up a throw. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion. Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to battle his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Connor, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now here's a carry heading left. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you have green on that play.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
The handoff to the fullback.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
How about that call? Handed to the big guy in that situation. Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. 30, the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony McFarland with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
At 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Run for Pollard. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
The line of scrimmage.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll run for it with Pollard. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
By Marcus Peters. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
Second and 2. Campbell making the catch. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now they try the right side here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! Check 26, check 26. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Switch! Check 3.
They'll try and run for it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the a conversion, but a big play as well. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Flushed out right. This one into the hands of Burton. 7 yards there and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A big play that time for the Ravens. 44 yards.
At the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a handoff as they run left side. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
He's got Burton here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Back to throw now on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Deontay Johnson. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
2nd and 11 now. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Again, the ball carrier.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Check, 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 check. Check your heart rate. Kill, kill, kill. Check, contact.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Out of bounds.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
Carry here for their fullback. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Back up the middle.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st down.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Complete.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
He'll have, and for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing it.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
It's the score, Ravens 35, Steelers 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
8-yard pickup.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Ravens take over.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll have a first down past the 40. Going right side here, and that's complete.
The pass.
And all the way up to the 46. The end result, 21 yards.
And the Steeler first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Down the middle of the field, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Steelers.
They'll look to throw now on first down, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down inside the 30.
The pass.
11 yards there, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He gets it left side to Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
They'll try and run with their fullback. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Running with McFarland. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Anthony McFarland with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Ravens 35, Steelers 17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Third down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Pollard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
He was taken
now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
Down pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And going deep for Hill. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
55 is my guy, 55. Kermit. All right, 55.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Tonight's final.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.